week here on Studs. It's our first week back for our second season. We are so glad to be back. Today, we have the two biggest studs from last year. These guys, head and shoulders above the rest of the guys. Perhaps you've forgotten about them. Let's watch some tape, shall we?
We went to dinner and we went dancing, and all these other women kept trying to get a hold of him to dance with him, and they're passing him their phone numbers.
How many phone numbers did you get?
Only 10. It was a slow night.
Eddie!
No.
Who's most likely to get kinky on the kitchen table, you or Jason? Why, Carol?
I just kind of feel like he'd have no problems with that.
Here, take them all, baby. Well, they are obvious studs. No more talking. Let's meet the ladies, shall we? Very special week here. First week back on the season. And you know what? It's the first week back for the second season, so you know what week it is? It's Suck Up to Viewer Week. All right. Gina, let me introduce you right now. Right next to me is 19-year-old psychology student Gina Hernandez. Give her a hand. And next to her, 22-year-old general ed student Connie Allen. Give Connie a hand. And way down at the end is Sherry Sanjabi, a 21-year-old criminal justice student. All right, Sherry. Two biggest studs we had on the show last year. Was it fun going out with them?
Very fun.
Do they kind of fit the kind of guy you normally date?
No.
What kind of guy do you normally date?
More conservative.
Okay, good. Connie, how about you?
I like guys who are straightforward, kind of say what's on their mind.
All right, how about you, Gina?
As long as they're good looking, good body, and will attend to my every need.
Let's see how attentive our two studs are. Please welcome back to the program, Eddie and Ted. Come on out. Eddie, good to see you again. Ted, fabulous to see you. Have a seat, guys. Shut up. Shut up. Right next to me, 23-year-old teaching assistant Eddie Jackson. Give Eddie a hand. Next to him is 22-year-old nutritional product salesman Ted Harchenko. Give Ted a hand. Welcome back, guys.
Thanks.
Eddie, when these ladies met you for the first time, or when women in general meet you for the first time, what's the reaction usually?
I usually get along with everybody. It doesn't really matter if it's male or female. First time I meet somebody, we just hit it off usually. I'm
Okay.
a pretty accepting guy.
All right.
I like everyone.
Well, we asked these ladies if they were accepting of you when they first met you, Eddie, and here's what they told us. One lady said, ooh, baby's got bod. Second lady said, I adored every ringlet on his handsome head. And the third lady said, thank you, God, I'm dating the most gorgeous man in all of television land.
Ooh, baby's got bod. I'd say Sherry.
Oh! What'd you say, Sherry?
I adored every ringlet on his handsome head.
Yeah. And that's the first thing you noticed when he...
Actually, the first thing I noticed about him was his eyes. Very pretty eyes.
Uh-huh. And then you moved up to the hair.
Then we
All right. Who uttered the grammatically incorrect ooh, baby got bod?
I said.
Oh, Connie. Why'd you say that?
He was dressed casual when he came to my house, but he was, you could tell he had a good body, even though he was kind of covered up a little bit. You could tell he was well built.
How could she tell if you were covered up, Eddie?
Smart girl, Mark.
Okay. Ted, if you looked in the mirror and you had to date you, what would you see? What would you like most?
Everything.
All right, fine. All right. Well, we asked these ladies in particular how they reacted when they saw you, what they thought, Ted, and they gave us a little more specific answer, narrowed it down a little bit more for us. Here's what they said. One of them said, a face this pretty belongs on the cover of Cosmo. Wow. Second lady said, he's so buff, he must have bricks strapped to his belly. Third lady said, that towel, that tan, Lord have mercy, it's Mr. Sexman.
That towel, that tan, Lord have mercy, it's Mr. Sexman. That's, it's got to be Sherry.
There you go.
I I went and met him, and I was early. He was kind of behind. So he opened the door wearing a towel.
Uh-huh. How early was she, Ted?
She's about 15, 20 minutes early.
Okay. All right.
Actually, it was perfect timing.
Face this pretty belongs on the cover of Cosmo, or he's so buff he must have bricks strapped to his belly.
A face this pretty belongs on the cover of Cosmo. Gina?
There you go. 2 in a row, Ted. I thought Cosmo usually had women on the cover.
I know, but I think they'll make an exception with him.
Yeah?
It's just when he picked me up, I mean, I just saw his face and okay. He just looked so good, you know?
Uh-huh. What'd you think when you picked up Gina, Ted?
I was stoked.
He was stoked. Come on back and find out more about our 2 biggest stars from last year after this break.